gonna be rebuilding all this weird front end stuff I had going on. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I did. Gonna be replacing that and flipping my springs around so that the shackles swing backwards. This is, well, hopefully all the metal that I need for this. Cross member piece to hang the leaf springs on. This one is going to be cut up into smaller sections to replace some of the stuff, some of the frame rail. I'm going to cut this up and somehow build a bumper out of it. You can kind of see in here, there's this plate that I've welded on the frame. It's about halfway through that plate, you'll see a weld right there, where I had to cut the factory frame horns off because I smashed this thing. This guy pulled out in front of me, plowed into the side of him, totaled it. Insurance let me buy it back for about 500 bucks. So that's kind of why all this happened. It was cheap and a little bit broke. So I decided to just slap it together. Not my greatest idea. Not sure how well you can hear me, because my GoPro's in a case right now. But got it cut off. I'm sitting here on the floor. I have to figure out what to do in there. Both sides are cut off. You can see how crooked this one was. It's really screwed up there. But yeah, we'll have to give her a twist and hopefully stick some box tube in there and rebuild this whole monstrosity. Been a fight, not been fun. Got everything cut though. Getting ready to I'll cut this piece to length for this side. I got to this side was easier because there's no steering box in the way. You can see in there. I pull one bolt, make a couple cuts, smash it all together. This piece will be on. Little like gussets in here for crumple zone or something. They're gonna work perfect for like kind of a fish plate style weld. Got this big old behemoth, all the junk cut off. Making a little bit of progress. Got a spring kind of half hung there. Not sure if you can see that, but yeah. Coming along, very slowly. Got frame rails mocked up. This one's tacked in-ish. I'm gonna twist it once the once I have this other side tacked in or welded in, we're good. I'm gonna give it cut here, cut on the top, and then on the bottom here, I'll go in a little ways and kind of smash everything up against this new frame rail, I guess. Yeah, not much fish plating or whatever. A couple holes I can drill or weld. This side, well, this side's already got a plate over it, so I have to drill some holes in the outer plate, make it all one piece. But progress. This clip should sound a little bit better, but a little more explanation. Frame got all bent when I T-boned somebody. They pulled out in front of me, and I'll post some pictures with this video, but it used to be a lot lighter than it is, and I know I showed this before, but you didn't really get a good look at it. There's one kink, and there's the bottom of the kink. The rest of the frame on the way back is good. Yeah, it's my well, these are factory. These are the mounts that go there. I cut them off and I threw them on up here from another truck. But the biggest reason I'm doing all this has a 3-inch body lift on it just to sit straight on the frame, and I don't like that. It was all because of these two body mounts right here. So with that, with it being the way that it is now, I think I should be able to, if I set everything right, pull the 3-inch body lift out, and probably just gonna cut the core support here where it's gonna hit on both sides, unless it somehow miraculously sits straight. Yeah, that's my biggest issue. That, and then the horrible crazy bump steer from the forward swinging shackles. It's not very fun to drive on the road. It gets pretty wild on the trails too. It just, I mean, you could imagine, just shoves the tire forward up into things, and it's not very it's not very smooth. It rides like crap. Yeah, that should about do all the explanation. I'm gonna get back to work. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I might call it a night soon. I'll have to clean up because this is not my shop. But should be hopefully bolting the tires on tomorrow. Might have to make a run into town to get some bolts because I stripped a few and I was taking them out. But tomorrow should be the last day. Should have everything welded in. I want to have the springs hung at least. Maybe even build some new shackles, because this is what I have right now. They're not real. They're really sketchy, really loud. They just rattle and make all sorts of noise. So I got some other steel for that. It's like 1/4 inch instead of 3/8. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.